Good morning, Knights. I'm Jocelyn Osmond.
And I'm Rhea White. Today is October 14th.
And Knights, it's almost fall break, and you're watching
Lone Peak Live.
To start off this week, our amazing choir chamber has a fall concert, and it's tonight from 7 to 8:30. These students have been working so hard on their songs, and we're excited to watch their awesome performance. They will be performing beautiful songs like Word Was God, Lullaby, and Painted on Canvas. We'd love to see you guys supporting our fellow Knights and their fantastic talents.
Choir isn't the only group having a concert this week. Our orchestra students are showcasing their talents in their fall concert this Tuesday at 7 p.m. These awesome students will be performing tons of beautiful pieces. I'm so excited to go support these Knights, and I hope y'all will join me.
Our performing arts students really are awesome, and they're not the only ones.
Yep, let's go meet another awesome student.
Hey guys, I'm CJ Gibson. I am the manager and ball boy for the JV, sophomore, and varsity football team. I'm also a wrestler. I started football when I was in 5th grade, and how it happened was my dad signed me up without me even knowing. And so I started football and loved it ever since. Football, the reason I loved it is because the coaches were nice, they would push us, and because it's a stress relief and it mentally challenges you. With wrestling, it's the same thing. When I signed up for wrestling in 9th grade, I didn't expect that would be the main sport I started doing. I started it and was shocked with how much I enjoyed it, because that is probably the hardest sport you could ever do, in my opinion. It mentally and physically pushes you to limits you don't expect. And so mentally, both football and wrestling helped me with some challenges in my life. With these sports and with coming here to school, being around people and being in the sports, it helps me mentally push through it, and being around people makes me happier.
Thank you for sharing your story. It's awesome to hear about our fellow students, and I'm excited to see who we get to meet next week.
Knights, fall break is this week, and we're so excited to see what awesome adventures y'all go on. Remember that there is no school Thursday, Friday, or next Monday.
Speaking about what's up and coming, today we are highlighting career and technical education. One of our opportunities here at Lone Peak is called the Technology Student Association, also known as TSA. This year, I'm serving as the president for our Lone Peak chapter, and this club offers hands-on experience in STEM fields, including engineering, technology, digital arts, and so much more. TSA members not only learn essential skills for their future careers, but they also compete in state and national events, gaining leadership and technological expertise. If you're looking for a club that prepares you for the future, TSA is a great choice. More information can be found in room 140 with Mr. Lee. I hope to see you around.
TSA really is a great opportunity, but as the FBLA president, I'd have to argue that FBLA is just a little bit better.
All right, Rio, I love FBLA, but I'm gonna have to disagree. Let's toss it over to sports to hear more about some of our other awesome students.
It's great to see our Knights doing well on the field and the court. Here's what's happening in sports this week. Our boys golf team is at a tournament Wednesday through Tuesday. They'll be playing at 9 a.m. at Riverbend, and the team has won their way to a strong 1st in state and 20th in the nation. Be sure to check them out if you can. Next up, our girls volleyball team is heading to Westlake for a match. The game starts at 6 p.m. on the 15th of October. They've been holding strong at 7th in the state, and good luck to them. Finally, don't forget about football. Our boys will be playing at Westlake at 7 p.m. this Wednesday, the 16th. It's an away game, so they'll be at Westlake's field, and make sure to wear your camo gear to show your support. Let's see if they can keep the momentum. That's all for sports this week. Stay tuned for updates and highlights. And remember, go Knights.
Our sports teams really are awesome, and there is more than one type of sport here at Lone Peak. Let's head over to Morgan here in the studio to learn more about esports.
Hey guys, I'm Morgan Winward, and today I'm here with Mr. Nair. Mr. Nair, for those of us who don't know, what is esports?
Hey, that's a great question. Well, esports is electronic sports. These are sports that are not competed on the traditional field. We're mainly talking video games. As far as Lone Peak is really focusing on, we really focus on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we meet in my room 226 Tuesdays and Thursdays for both competitive and casual play. But coming up next Wednesday, the 16th, we have our first official tournament that decides our rankings, and we'd love to see more people come out.
Okay, sounds super fun. What opportunities within industry can esports prepare its participants for?
A lot of different industries. Obviously, there's competing. You can become a professional player for these games. But also in other aspects, you have things like commentating. That's something I actually do quite frequently. I get flown out to different places and they have me commentate different events and different video games. You could also get involved on the organization side, organizing different events and making sure everything runs smoothly. So there's a lot of different opportunities and scholarships if you're looking at college for esports play.
Okay, that's actually awesome. Who's your favorite character to compete with?
My favorite character by far is Ganondorf. It's who I play in Smash Ultimate. I'm actually, in my heyday, a top 100 player in the world, not to brag, but I really, really enjoy that character. His high risk reward, but not being very good, really speaks to me on a personal level.
No, yeah, that sounds super fun and awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Back to you, Rio.
Thanks for coming in, Mr. Nair.
Knights, it is almost the end of term, and we all know how important school is and making sure our assignments are done. And this is the last week to make sure that you're all set for the term. The term officially ends this Wednesday, the 16th, so make sure you reach out to your teachers if you need any help. Guys, you've got this.
Some students here in the studio actually reached out to some teachers to learn some tips and tricks.
Well, perfect. Let's go see what they say.
Thanks, guys. We want to help you out as much as we can, knowing it's the end of the term. So we went and asked teachers what the best and worst things we as students can say to try to get our grades up. Let's see what they have to say.
What is the worst thing a student can say at the end of the term? All jokes aside, I didn't know. It's your job to know, kids, okay? I promise you know when the party is, you know who you don't like's going to it.
How do I get whatever grade? Because it shows me they only care about their grade and not the learning.
To come to me on the last day and ask, how do they get an A when they've literally done half of the assignments?
I didn't learn anything.
What can I do to get my grade better when you've already had 8 weeks to figure out how to get your grade better?
Man, I didn't try. I didn't do my best.
What can I do to get an A?
The best thing you can say is I'll do better, and then mean it.
What is it that I could do to improve my understanding in this course?
I loved your class, or look at what I made. Just seeing the joy that they have from the ceramics projects that they created in class.
I worked hard and I earned that grade, and I'm proud of what I did.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Thank you, that was so awesome.
Thanks, Mr. Farr.
Knights, make sure to be prepared for the end of the term and make sure to turn in all your assignments on time.
Thanks, guys. That is great advice.
It's going to be a great week, Knights.
That's all we have for you today. See you next week on
Lone Peak Live.